Biggie said two things to me during the commercial break. First of all, he said, "Have you got the put up or shut up rock and roll trivia questions for Monday?" And I said, "No, man, I'm not even thinking that direction. You used to work 3 weeks ahead."
You did. That was your thing.
Yeah,
always
between Pickle and Patrick and family.
You've had family drama, in-town, out-of-town family drama.
And NCAA basketball? I hadn't even written the first thing for Monday's put-up or show. That's weekend work. That's all. I'm not even thinking about. Probably Sunday afternoons when I'll get to that.
Mm-hmm. Man, that's dangerous. Waiting to do your homework right before school.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. I know exactly where I'm getting to that.
Projects due Monday.
Exactly. And then he said, "Oh, and by the way," this is a big said, "and by the way, we should probably go ahead and get a plan in place in case Russia knocks out our electric grid, our power grid, so that we can contact each other and get into the station." And I said, "Are you going to hit me with that?"
What?
On a Friday?
On a fun time
on a
Friday?
Fun time Friday. I got NCAA basketball. I'm playing pickleball all weekend, and you're going to sit here and
We're
say...
mentally in cruise control
I mean,
mode?
I'm cruising right now. I'm not even... and you're saying, let's get a plan in place for when Putin knocks out our power grid.
It's just something to think about.
Why?
You think, Biggie, if Vladimir Putin's war expands and knocks out the grid in the United States, people want to hear soft copy?
You think? Yeah. You think I'm going to say to you,
well,
let me just type out put up or shut up on a typewriter so we can come here and do this thing?
We'll skywrite it with the F-16 jets.
No.
What Beatles track?
You know those drones are at the Olympics that spell out stuff?
Yeah.
You can use drones.
All right, 2 hours on the clock.
Everyone face east.
We'll start the question after he finishes up. We'll start the clock after he finishes with his exhaust fumes over the top here. No, we ain't gonna worry about that. We're not gonna. We're gonna live.
Well, because I can just see you. It'll be a quiet Saturday afternoon, and it'll be bright and sunny, but for some reason your power will go out.
Yeah.
You'll text us, power's out, and it'll be like, can't send text.
Okay.
And then you'll realize it'll take a couple hours, but you'll slowly realize that we're off the grid.
In this reality, Biggie, in your head, are we all living in the basement of this building?
What are we gonna do?
I don't know. Well, I just figure we need to have some type of, if it's been 3 days, we all make our way here.
Start crawling toward the building?
Through the rubble?
Your car will still run.
Will it?
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. Well, mine will.
Yeah, some will.
Mine has no computer in it.
You have to crank it.
Yeah, that's cranked. So we would come here and meet here.
Well, I just don't want to be accused of not being part of the team when I don't show up for...
Leave it out.
Yeah, well, because you'd find a way. You'd make it here.
Okay.
You get your bike off the garage wall finally.
Guess so.
I always say that you have some kind of weird luck. Like no matter what, you always make it to work. If it's snowstorm or Armageddon, you'll get here, and the rest of us won't. And you'll be like, "See, told you, I made it."
Right, and here I am. And where's Biggie? He only lives.
He's close.
Yeah.
He's close.
He's the
Exactly.
closest.
He should be.
Well,
here.
I'm
Crawl
heading
through the rubble.
I figure after about 48 hours, I'm going to head to Dave's. He's closest to me.
Dave, what does he want? What's he going to do?
Well, I figure be near somebody.
Okay.
We work as a group.
Are you going to be held?
So they can identify the bodies?
Makes you think I'm going to be there.
Are you going to?
I've made some preparations to stay in my home for at least 3 days.
What kind of things do you have?
Weaponry, canned food,
Weaponry.
What kind of weapons did you
We
buy?
got throwing stars?
maybe.
A baseball bat?
I'm not going to reveal what I have.
Nunchucks in case you have to go to the store. My bananas.
The power grid's out. What are they going to come to you for?
Are you going to go? Yeah, go with your.
I've got some additional security things on my door I can put up and keep the door
Stay
closed.
out.
Yeah, I like it. Get out.
Keep out. Are you stockpiling ammunition?
I will not answer that.
Smart. You're the only smart one.
Are you sitting on? Are you converting your currency to gold, to precious metals?
No, but I do recommend everyone keep some cash on hand.
Cash? How much? 40?
Cash.
50? 50
No,
bucks?
more.
200.
If you have a safe way of storing it,
Okay.
I'd say a couple $100.
Well,
Because look at what happened with there was the run on the banks in Russia. People don't have trying to escape. I'm just mentally preparing for some things.
you may be the smart one here while we're sitting
Maybe.
here doing
Yeah.
nothing.
Oh, no, don't get me wrong. While I'm sitting on my balcony watching Chris Demm get dragged through the streets, I'll be going, who's mocking me now?
I could throw this Chinese star at the Russian perpetrator, but I'm not.
I'm not.
Not
going
going to
do
waste
that.
it.
That's right. I'm not going to waste it on Chris Demm. We had an event yesterday. Some T-shirts in the news here. We had an event yesterday, a St. Patrick's Day event. Chris Demm and I were at a bar, and huge turnout, huge. Great weather.
So many things just came together. It was the pandemic.
Yes,
is in the rearview mirror for most.
Yes,
the weather was perfect.
Exactly,
the timing was perfect.
It was. And here are the way T-shirts come into play. One, I was standing, spinning our wheel under the tent, and people came up and said hi, and it was great. Everybody was
day drinking.
Oh, my God.
Spirits were great.
Drinking. And the guy said to me, is Chris Demm here? And I said, yeah, he's right over there. And they said, which one is he? And I said, and this is literally came out of my mouth, I said, he's got on a green shirt.
Jesus. Good Lord.
He did. I was.
They said, I don't know what he looks like. I said, he's right over there. There are 200 people. I said, he's got on a green shirt.
Well, he didn't lie.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't want to say times are tough here, but the shirts we gave out yesterday,
beautiful green
gorgeous
shirts.
I saw some pictures.
Like
They
those?
look great.
You know what? You saw the front, gorgeous, beautiful.
Don't flip them around, though.
Okay, the back of it says, Happy St. Patrick's Day 2014.
Yeah.
Now that's pre-pandemic.
I was worried the moths would get to it.
That's right. And you know what we did? We would hold it up to people so they could see the front. And they go, oh, I love it. And then we'd fold it up real fast.
Here you go, get out of here.
So
drunk.
So they'd leave.
2014.
And then later.
2014. It was a good year.
I guess.
That was 8 years ago.
That was a good year.
Yeah.
2014. There was a guy in.
That's how we do.
No, that's what we do. Exactly. There's a.
Where do we keep this for 8 years?
I don't know. Now we're out of everything green.
Yeah, that's it. We have nothing green left. We gave it all out yesterday.
Oh, we went so long. Now we got to go dip into the budget.
That's right.
For next season.
We had the 2014 shirts out, and then we gave away all we had.
And we were giving away St. Pauli Girl
Yeah.
bottle openers, which is not Irish.
Not Irish at all.
Is that Belgian?
That's what we got down to, and they were blue.
Do they even make that still?
They're with the shirts. I mean, and they were blue.
Yeah.
And the people were like, "This is not." And we're like, shut up, move
Take
along.
it, take
Let's go.
it. Go.
Let's
Next,
go. Yeah.
next.
That's right. Get out of here.
Keep the line moving.
St. Pauli.
It's St. Pauli girl. And where's she from? Belgium?
Belgium? Germany?
That's Danish? I don't know.
Danish?
That's about right.
She ain't Irish.
No. She's furthest thing from Irish. There is an Irishman, who was asked on television in Ireland, what do you think about these St. Patrick's Day parades that are going on? Will you be going out to the parade?
I don't think that Patrick's Day is as big a deal in Ireland. It wasn't as it is in the U.S.
We've made it into something.
I think we've made it into more of a drinking day. Now, I think the Irish have adopted.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's more of a day to go to church there, isn't it? Isn't it a holiday?
It probably was.
Holy day?
Well, the guys yesterday where we were, there were some young people there, like in their early 20s, and they were drunk.
They spent the better part of the day by the time we got there.
We got there at 4 o'clock, and they were drunk.
In their cups.
Oh, yeah.
As they say.
Yeah, and they were really enjoying it. And in fact, I got a text from our salesperson around 12:15 that said, good crowd out here. And I said, well, I'll see you in 4 hours.
Wow.
Good to know.
She's
but
really...
She was already
ready.
there?
Yeah.
She was there. She was ready. This Irishman in Ireland was asked, are you going to the parade?
I wouldn't be, you know what, I'll stay in the back garden with me dog. I think it's the greatest load of punts and wants. All the Americans are over here. Oh my God, I love this. I love Ireland. They doing my I'm telling you, I hate it.
That was a live man on the street.
Wow.
Yeah. Just grabbed him at a local market.
load up ponds. That may be the best American accent I've heard.
Yeah,
in a
they really
long
did.
time.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
He got that done. These Americans over here.
I wouldn't be, you know what, I'll stay in the back garden with me dog. I think it's the greatest load of punts and wants. All the Americans are over here. Oh my God, I love this. I love Ireland. They doing my I'm telling you, I hate it.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody.
Thanks for coming.
He didn't go to the
The
parade.
luck of the Irish. Back in the backyard with his dog.
No kidding.
Nothing.
Did he say ponce and wants?
Yes.
I couldn't figure it out. But
It's so Irish, it hurts.
he did do a great American accent.
I love Ireland.
Oh, my God.
That's us over there
Yeah.
taking part.
That's really funny.
In St. Patrick's Day. There was an event yesterday in Ann Arbor, Michigan, a green liquid was oozing out of a building.
Cool.
And people are like,
Hey.
it's a hazmat situation. They didn't know it was some sort of coolant that was poisonous to the touch and the smell. So they,
Hey, we've dyed the river green. Wait, nobody touch it.
No.
So everybody was in a nearby park, and they were at bars drinking, going, "Oh, I love it," and they declared the area.
That's the spirit.
And that's how you get the Joker.
Yeah,
That's
really.
right.
Yeah, really.
The area had to be cleared, unfortunately. Any parent within the sound of my voice needs to pay attention right now. What I'm about to tell you may very well save a life.
Does it include the words tick and tock?
There's a new TikTok challenge.
Oh.
You remember the Tide Pod challenge,
I do.
where kids were literally eating Tide Pods.
Well,
You put it in your mouth, right?
you were supposed. Were you? I mean, grown-ups. Well, teens and tweens were doing it, right?
That's right.
Knowingly.
That's right.
But I can't remember what the challenge was.
I can't either. Maybe it's put it in your mouth without breaking it because it's inside a little pouch,
Something like that, or it dissolves and then something happens. I don't think you ingest it.
Well, too many people did, of course.
Of course.
How about you remember the cinnamon challenge?
I do remember that
Was
one.
it a spoonful of cinnamon?
Tablespoonful of
And
cinnamon.
most humans can't ingest it.
Correct. And they wound up in the emergency room. I warned you at that time. Don't do this. I keep...
Well, you also made our stunt boy do it, Biggie's predecessor.
Yeah.
fair
That's
enough.
right.
He left us shortly after that. Made him drink a gallon of milk, too. The milk challenge.
Yeah, it's kind of gone down through the years a little, but you've really wanted to kill one of us.
Yeah, I tried. Sent him to a thing called Rocklahoma. There was a serial killer on the loose.
He was this close.
And he was
Yeah.
hitchhiking to Oklahoma, but we thought he might literally wind up being
Because
killed.
there really was a serial killer on the highways.
Oh, fine, I won't go.
I know. I told him to drink that gallon of milk. He said, I'm lactose intolerant. I told him, I don't care. Get in there right now.
Drink it.
What did you make him wrestle a woman in?
Slaw.
Coleslaw. I
Coleslaw.
couldn't remember that detail.
Terrific. Terrific. He lost. She pinned him.
Oh, yeah.
That was Goat Boy. She nailed him, man. She was really, really good.
He was weak.
The cinnamon challenge, the Kylie Jenner lip challenge. I don't remember what that was. I guess you puff up your
That you
lips.
I can't remember what you did to temporarily plump them, but some people
Cold?
did it and it wouldn't go down.
Correct. There's
What
a
was
new,
it? Was it ice?
I think it might have been
Maybe,
ice or
yeah.
popsicle.
there's a new thing now called the TikTok Orbeez challenge, and the
Spelling, please.
Orbeez. I didn't know what these were.
I don't know what that is.
These are items. They're like gel balls. They're balls full of gel, and they're kids' toys. And if you put them in water, they get 10 times their normal size. But they come as it look like marbles, large marbles.
Okay.
But they're full of gel. But what people are doing now is putting them into airsoft rifles and shooting people on the street with them, and it causes immediately a big gel splotch on your neck. Or
Lord.
whatever. Yeah.
So it kind of hits and then splatters?
Yeah, it splatters. So the Children's Product Safety group has said you cannot do this, and the folks over at Orbeez
That'll put a stop to it.
has said. Well, unfortunately, the people at Orbeez shared it on Facebook and said take the Orbeez challenge, and then later, after realizing what it was, came on and said. Child safety is our paramount.
Yes.
We shouldn't have said
Orbeez are designed for fun and family environment. Now, Kelly, your son, he's 16, almost 17, but but there was a time when he and his cousins used to play with airsoft, right?
Well, his cousins for sure have.
They still do?
Oh yeah. Well, they did, and
Did your son pester you for one of those guns?
no, he's never been a gun person, but at the Easter celebration one year, he had one in his hand.
Heck yeah.
That's when I
As
was
is tradition.
Well, I was asleep, and he woke me up and said, I had fallen asleep after a big ham, and he nudged me and said, "Can I play with an airsoft rifle?" And I said, "Yeah, do go, yes,
Stay away from me."
absolutely." And he went. And then later, somebody said, "The kids have guns," and I popped up.
What adult said it was okay for the kids to play with guns?
Who would just let him do this?
Who was that?
Who gave permission?
Exactly. These, by the way, people are being arrested for doing this because this is assault.
That's illegal.
Yeah, you're there.
To Orbeez, someone?
One guy, he's
You can't airsoft anybody either, right?
No. There's a guy who was driving for Amazon, got out of his truck and got Orbeezed in the neck and hurt. And so they arrested the 19-year-old that shot him.
Golly,
Good.
yeah.
I mean, they shot him. These are,
It'll leave a welt.
it left a big welt.
Yeah.
It's a visible welt.
Put an eye out.
Could put an eye out.
That's what a lot of the folks are saying. Doctors are saying this could put an eye out. If it gets around the head and neck area, you're in serious trouble. And so they are saying now, if you are arrested for this, this is an assault with a deadly weapon. So you are going to get in some serious trouble.
Deadly
weapon. Deadly. I made up the deadly weapon.
You can take an eye out.
Okay, you can absolutely take an eye out.
You could.
That's true. Another TikTok challenge doctors are slamming now. Some TikTok influencers are ingesting fish tank cleaner and saying it fights aging. We've heard of this product before. It's methylene blue, an antifungal dye, often used to clean fish tanks. And now some influencers on Instagram and TikTok are saying take this so that you can put more oxygen in your blood and fight aging, stay younger. If you see somebody with a bright blue tongue, this may be what they've done. All these girls on TikTok, I saw them the other day, sticking out their tongues, and they were blue. And it's literally used for cleaning a fish tank, and they're taking it.
If you had to guess, Kelly, you've got 2 teenagers in your home right now. Is there one more likely than the other to ingest fish tank cleaner?
My son would be much more likely to ingest because someone would get him to do it.
He's easily influenced.
He texted me yesterday, and this was about 11:45 a.m., and he said, okay, if I bounce from school early to watch the NCAA tournament. Like I was going to say.
Oh, yeah, bro.
Like oh, yeah, bro.
Oh, what the week you've had?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You deserve it. Why don't you bounce?
Yeah,
That's 2 weeks.
unground you.
That's 2 weeks you've been doing
Golly.
great.
Why don't you
Yeah,
bounce?
it's been a week. Yeah, go on, brother.
So I
Want me to let you out of solitary?
wrote him back and said, of course it's not okay for you to leave school, but I'm recording the NCAA games at home, so if you can avoid the scores, you can watch these games later. And he wrote me back, let me see, it was a one-word response. Lame.
He don't want to watch the game.
He wanted to bounce early to watch, he said, March Madness.
Maybe, with some fellas. Or is that
yeah.
not allowed?
Sure, yeah.
Oh, he's not allowed.
Okay.
He's grounded right now. And he said, when I got home, I told my wife that he had done this. And she said, what time did he text you? And I said, 11:45. I looked back, 11:43 a.m. She said, he texted me at 11:39 a.m. and I'd already told him no.
Yeah, he's working both of y'all. He's working both sides of the street. He's
this
brilliant.
boy.
He's smart.
Okay, if I bounce to watch, no, it is not okay. You may not bounce. From school.
Can I ask you this, Kelly? Had his discipline issues not occurred within the last 3 to 6 weeks, with the bad influence, that kind of thing,
Yeah,
would you have been inclined to let him bounce?
I would have been, but I know
Had his
that
record been spotless?
maybe if he had straight A's and a spotless record, yes, I would have been inclined to let him bounce. But my wife doesn't let anything bounce. Nothing bounces.
But all he needs is one key to turn.
That's right. But once I do that, I have to have 2 keys turned because otherwise I'm in trouble. I can't say yes to that and then face her
You
later.
can't clear a bouncing?
No.
I'm not.
Will he try again today?
I doubt it. He knows the bounce policy at our house now. No, I don't think he'll.
It's a no bounce house?
That's yeah.
It's no bouncy house.
Not at all.
I'm
no.
not saying he'd do this, but I know my kid would do it. But since you track him, I bet if you didn't track him, he'd probably leave.
He would have bounced.
He'd bounce without permission and wouldn't have asked in the first place.
It's very possible. Then he tried. Then later, this was about, I think about 2:00. My wife said, somebody's changed my email password and infiltrated my email. And it was like giving her all sorts of the Apple or whoever.
Oh, someone's trying to use your device?
Yeah.
Someone's trying to sign in? I've seen that.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Someone's trying to sign in. And she looked at me and she's like, are you trying to sign in? And I said, no, I'm sitting here next to you. The game was on.
Look at me.
I said, no, I'm watching Michigan and Colorado State. Okay.
I'm not signing into anything.
And she goes, what are you signing into? She said, someone inside your network is signing in and changing things. I was like, what are you talking? I'm sitting here. My phone is there, And so she called our son at school, and he says, yeah, some of the guys wanted to watch the game, so I'm signing in through your...
I knew it.
He is on a roll this week.
Oh boy! And she said, "The week you've had, and now she had to change everything. She had to answer all the security questions and change all the
They
passwords.
sent the 6-digit code. You have 60 seconds to
All of
type
that.
in.
They said you're going to be kicked out of your old email, and she's like, I can't be kicked out of my old email.
In 30 seconds. 29.
And it's-
28.
Okay, it said Big Mike 69 is using your email.
Of course.
So she's on the phone, and I hear her say, "Who's Big Mike 69?" He goes, "That's my handle." His name is not Mike, and there is this,
He didn't know anything about
have any relationship to 69. Okay, God,
Does he know a Big Mike?
not that I know of. No,
Yeah.
not that I know of.
His friends all have like the Gen
Yeah.
X names. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler and Chandler.
Oh, a lot of that. And then he came home and he goes, my friend Gooch got his first tattoo.
Not the Gooch.
A tat?
Gooch
Oh,
got a
no.
tat. My friend Gooch got his first
Well, they're
tattoo.
drawing on each other all the time.
They are.
It's not. I'm not shocked that they've made that leap.
No, apparently. And Gooch is a senior, so
He's
you know
probably
what he got?
18.
he's 18, so he got
You know what Gooch got?
No, I do not know what Gooch. I should have asked. What did Gooch
Got it to
get?
Gooch.
He got it. He's
This Gooch, duh.
Gooch.
Stupid question.
Here are some doctors talking about these influencers ingesting fish tank cleaner.
Methylene blue is not harmless. It can cause destruction of red blood cells in people with G6PD deficiency, causing potentially life-threatening hemolysis. As an FDA warning, because it interacts with people's antidepressants to cause something called serotonin syndrome, which is potentially fatal as well. Not to mention it can discolor your skin and bodily fluids.
Yes.
Lame.